Chef Freddy here from Fantasy Springs with my tip of the week. This week I'm going to do linguini pasta with shrimp, crab, and clams, maracchiare style. We're going to blend about 1.5 tablespoons of butter and about 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. Medium-high heat. Now to the pan, we're going to add about 1 dozen large prawns. We're just going to cook this about halfway. To the same pan, we're going to add about 8 ounces of jumbo lump crab meat. Let's just move that around. Make sure everything's heated all the way through. The shrimp are still only going to be about halfway cooked. And we're going to remove this. These are going to come back in later. But before we do, I like to sprinkle this with a little bit of Old Bay spice. Now the shrimp will be about half, maybe 3/4 of the way cooked. The crab's just heated all the way through. We're going to remove that to a separate plate. Just keep warm. They'll come back into the dish later. We're going to have to add a little bit more oil, maybe 1 tablespoon. And we're going to add about 2 tablespoons of minced garlic, a teaspoon or so of red flake pepper. Before that garlic burns, we're going to deglaze with some white wine, nice dry white wine, 1.5 cups of seafood broth. If you don't have that, you can always use a little clam juice. Now the juice of about 1.5 to 2 lemons. Now next, we add our live clams. At least 1 dozen. Okay, now that it's come up to a boil, we want to cap that, but leave that simmering. And we'll check back in a few minutes. Once those clams open, we can finish this dish. Toss it with the pasta, we'll be good to go. Now to the simmering clams, I'm going to add a good 1/2 cup of diced fresh tomato, about 8 ounces of whole baby clams. These are optional. Back goes then the crab and the shrimp. Okay, we're going to add a little bit of fresh chopped Italian parsley, tablespoons of butter, and some grated Parmigiano Reggiano. And there you have it, linguini pasta with shrimp, crab, and clams, maracchiare style. I'm Chef Freddy from Fantasy Springs, and I'll see you next time. Forget about it.